Okay, all right. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, Judge.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning. All right, Booker, do we have any more in the waiting room?
No, Judge, everybody's in.
Everybody's in? All right, good. We'll get started. It is 9 o'clock straight up. So I'll explain to the Zoom audience how we'll be calling the docket this morning. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves, turn your camera if it is off, and then announce yourself to the court. I'll say it one more time. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves, turn your camera on. Booker, could you please mute everyone? Thank you. Please
Yes,
turn your camera on because you are in court and I do need to see you. You are free to turn your camera back off after that and then announce yourself to the court, okay? Because from my end, I am checking that you're either answering the docket or that you're not answering the docket. And at some point, defense attorneys, if your client never zooms in, I do issue FTAs. That stands for failure to appear. I will issue for your client. All right, so we'll get started. Today is Friday, February 17th, 2023, County Court 12, calling the 9 o'clock docket. And we'll start with Javier Garcia. Javier Garcia.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Ruben Cruz. Ruben Cruz.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got the check then. Michael Eduardo Urano. Michael Urano.
Judge, he's in jail. They have a square up, but they haven't brought him over just yet.
Thank you. It's Jill. Elizabeth Ann Salceda. Elizabeth Salceda.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Got your check then. Isa Hermosa. Isa Hermosa.
Present.
Okay, thank you. Isa, make sure you turn your camera on, okay?
Sorry, having problems doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I still got you checked in. Ramon Loya Valdez, Ramon Valdez. Eric Sines, Eric Sines.
I'm here, Miss.
Thank you, sir. Brian Davis Sanchez, Brian Davis Sanchez. Christopher Villarreal, Christopher Villarreal. Layla Zapata, Layla Zapata.
I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Isaiah Cardenas, Isaiah Cardenas.
Isaiah Cardenas here.
Thank you. Could everyone please keep yourselves muted until I call your name, okay? Put yourself on mute. If Booker puts you on mute, do not unmute yourself because I'm hearing the background noise, okay? And I'm trying to call the docket. So do not unmute yourself until you hear your name called, okay? Thank you, Isaiah. I got you checked in. Caitlin Oliver, Caitlin Oliver.
Just, that one's, she's actually taking a plea, right now and being accepted into DWI court.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you, Booker.
Leticia Tesnawa. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
She's a jail case. They haven't
Okay.
brought her over yet.
Okay, thank you. Jill. Armando Garcia, Armando Garcia.
Here.
Thank you, Armando. Celso Martinez, Celso Martinez.
Here, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Scott Jacob Garza, Scott Jacob Garza. Noah Strickland, Noah Lynn Strickland.
Present.
Noah, thank you, Noah. Krista Lynn Mendiola, Krista Lynn Mendiola.
Here, Your Honor.
Was that Mendiola? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Jeremy Krink, Jeremy Raymond Krink. Joe Marino, Joe Marino.
Present here.
I got you checked in. Christopher Sims, Christopher Sims. Melissa Feaster, Melissa Dawn Feaster. Deborah Mann, Deborah Mann.
Good morning, I'm here, Your Honor.
Let's see. Oh, there you are, thank you. Philip Hill, Philip Jerome Hill. Let's see. Paola Ramos Rodriguez, Paola Ramos Rodriguez.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Thank you, got you checked in. Michaela Perry, Michaela Perry.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Angelica Neal, Angelica Neal.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Got you checked in. Javier Garcia, Javier Garcia. Randy Vasquez, Randy Vasquez. Angel Roman Ventura, Angel Roman Ventura.
Present, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Got you checked in. Mateo Vallegas, Mateo Vallegas. Nia Aguirre. Hope I'm pronouncing
Present,
that.
Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Gunnar Shield, Gunnar Shield. Dylan Bijala.
Present, Your Honor.
Dylan, thank you,
Sorry.
Dylan. Daniel, you're fine.
No,
Daniel,
this is Gunner.
Daniel Valadez.
Present, Your Honor. Good morning.
Daniel, thank you, Daniel. Tyler Scott Crabtree, Tyler Scott Crabtree.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Tyler, thank you, Tyler.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see, Alicio Garcia, Alicio Garcia. James Salinas, James Salinas.
I'm here, Your Honor. It's Alicia Garcia.
Could you turn your camera on?
Yes, ma'am.
Present for Mr. Salinas, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. James Salinas. James Salinas.
I'm
Present.
present. I'm present for Mr. Salinas.
Okay, all right, thank you, Counselor. Could Mr. Salinas announce for himself, please?
He did. I don't think you heard him, but he did.
Okay,
I
James-
did. There was another person that asked,
Yeah,
also
Yeah,
answered.
he was announcing at the same time. Thank you, Mr. Salinas. I got to check there. Thank you, Counselor.
Yes, ma'am.
Juan Carlos Rodriguez. Juan Carlos Rodriguez.
Buenos días.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked there. Paul Joseph Pettis. Paul Joseph Pettis.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Moya, let's see, Mabelish Moya. I don't know. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Alicia.
I saw Mobeki Moya on, I represent Moya Mobeki and I saw him on,
Is he? Do you think he's on?
yes.
Judge, he is, that was the one that had the background noise. I kept muting him.
Oh, there he is. Sir, could you announce yourself to the court?
Candelechi.
Thank you. Got you checked in. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Ruben Cruz. Ruben Cruz. You can mute yourself now, Mr. Moya. Ruben Cruz.
Yes, ma'am. I think you called me twice already.
Okay. Maybe I did. All right. Probably did. Jeffrey Ray Gordon. Jeffrey Ray Gordon. Did Jeffrey Ray answer? No. Alfredo Morales. Alfredo Morales.
Good morning. I'm here.
Thank you, sir. Christian Alberto Alvarez. Christian Alvarez. Michael Lugo. Michael Lugo. Juan Gonzalez. Juan Edward Gonzalez. Rafael De La Rosa. Rafael.
I think you mean Julian Gonzalez?
Yes, that is that.
Okay,
You're right.
yeah,
You're correct.
present.
Yeah, Julian, thank you, Julian, for correcting me. Got to check that. Rafael De La Rosa. No. James Biggs, James Clifton Biggs. Forrest Althias, Forrest Joseph.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Could you turn your camera on, sir? Thank you. Got
Yes,
to
ma'am.
check in.
Thank you.
Susanna Lee Flores. Susanna Lee Flores.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Thank you. Got you checked in. Caleb Ortiz. Caleb Ortiz.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Caleb, thank you, sir. Ileana Nicole Valadez. Ileana Nicole Valadez. Ileana, a little louder.
I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
Council's present too.
Thank you, Counselor. But we're moving forward to plea in that case, you guys. We definitely need to fix that volume because we do have a court reporter on, guys, taking everything down. All right. So I will go back through this list one more time for the ones that did not answer at the 9 o'clock docket call. But first, I'm going to give some instructions on how this morning is going to roll out. Defense attorneys that need a reset, the court will give you a reset. I do, however, require that you talk to one of the ADAs on the Zoom. That would be Kendra or Caleb. Even defense attorneys, if you have talked to one of the ADA's last court setting and you have not changed your mind, you want exactly the same thing, I am still required that you talk to them again today. Even if you just got hired last night or last week or last month, I am still required that you talk to one of the two ADAs. Even if there is a felony pending along with this County Court 12 case, I am still required that you talk to one of the two ADAs. I see no downside to communication, guys. I know that I am over here trying to move my docket. I don't know that you defense attorneys are trying to bring closure to your clients' cases so they can get back to their normal lives. And we cannot have that without communication. So defense attorneys, just please take a few moments to go into the breakout rooms to get on the same page about this setting, this hearing this morning. Now, defense attorneys, if you've talked to one of the two ADAs within the last 2, 3, even up to 5 days ago, and that talk, that chat, that email was about this setting today, I'll take that. I do consider that a confer. I would really highly recommend that that's what you guys would do. And then when you get on the Zoom, when I get to the part about who's already conferring, if you want to, you can announce that you have already conferred and you can quickly give your client a reset if that's what you desire and release your client. But we're here now today. So moving forward, how we're going to do this, I need the defense attorneys to please send chats to Booker Booker's gonna line you guys up in order of how he receives those chats to go into the breakout rooms. Now, it is 9:12, usually about 10 o'clock. We're more than 75% done with this docket. I say that to say we try to move things along quickly here in County Court 12. So when Booker puts you guys in those breakout rooms, please do not pop out of the breakout rooms to say no one has come to see me in the breakout room. Just exercising a little patience, guys. Someone will be there quickly to see about to talk over the matter of the setting with you today. Like I say, we're trying to move things along quickly here. All right, so I'm gonna go back through this list one more time. Remember, I will become the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves. Turn your camera on if it is off, because you are in court and I do need to see you. You are free to turn your camera back off after that. And then announce yourself to the court. Because again, from my end, I am checking that you're either answering the docket or that you're not answering the docket. And at some point, defense attorneys, if your client never zooms in today, I do issue FTAs. That stands for folio to appear. A warrant will issue for your client. So we'll begin again. Do we have Ramon Lawyer Valdez on the Zoom now?
Here,
Ramon,
Your Honor.
thank you, sir. Got you checked in now.
No problem.
Brian Davis Sanchez. Brian Davis Sanchez. Christopher Villarreal. Christopher Villarreal. Scott Jacob Garza. Scott Jacob Garza. Jeremy Raymond Crink. Jeremy Raymond Crink.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm not sure if you checked me in.
I will get to you, okay? We're going down the list. Hold on. Just wait till I finish and I'll announce for people that did not, that did not have their name called. So just hold on, okay? Christopher Rob Sims. Christopher Sims. Melissa Feaster. Melissa Don Feaster. Philip Hill. Philip Jerome
Yes,
Hill.
ma'am, I'm here.
Who is that? Who said that? Who said that?
Melissa.
Melissa Feaster. Okay, Melissa, I think you have some problems with your Wi-Fi over there, but I got you checked in now.
Yeah, I'm here.
Philip Jerome Hill. Philip Jerome Hill.
Yeah, I live in the country.
Javier Garcia. Javier Garcia. Randy Vasquez. Randy Vasquez. Mateo Villegas. Mateo Villegas.
I apologize, Your Honor. This is Javier Garcia. I thought I had checked in already.
Thank you, Javier. Got you checked in.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Checked in. Mateo Villegas, calling that one more time. Mateo Villegas, no. Gunnar Schill. Gunnar Schill.
Here, Your Honor.
Gunnar. Oh, did I already call that your name, Gunnar? You did answer. No, I think you asked someone else's name. Or maybe I was calling someone else's name and then you, okay, I got you.
It just took a while to get unmuted.
Unmute yourself. Okay, Gunnar, I got you checked in now. Jeffrey Ray Gordon. Jeffrey Ray Gordon. Christian Alvarez. Christian Alvarez. Unmute yourself and announce yourself to the court. Please don't wave or do things of that nature. We got almost over 40 people on this Zoom, guys. I need you guys to follow the instructions of announcing yourself to the court. I'm saying this for your own good. Nobody wants to get a warrant issued for the arrest. You're sitting on the Zoom, and if you're not following these instructions, I'm not checking you in, guys, okay? At the end of the day, when Booker and I reconcile the docket, we'll see who all answered. I want to say your voice out loud so that there'll be no mistake made, and I'll check you in. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants a warrant issued, okay? But for the fact they just didn't follow the instructions. Okay, I got you checked in, Mr. Gordon Ray, Jeffrey Gordon Ray. Christian Alvarez. Christian Alvarez. Michael Lugo. Michael Lugo. Michael Lugo is in person in here in the court. Sir, do you have a phone to get on the Zoom?
No, Your Honor, I just called my attorney, Ryan Arnett's office, and he said to come in.
Okay, we have an extra laptop. We can get you set up to get on the Zoom. The court is on Zoom today, okay? Just hold on, do not leave the court, okay? Rafael Antonio Della Rosa. James Clifton Biggs. Okay, all right, I've now gone through this list twice. Is there anyone on the list that you're here, you did not hear your name called either time that I called the list? You did not hear your name called at all?
My phone actually went out of another, but my name's Christian Alvarez.
Christian Alvarez.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, let's see. Christian, I know he was on the kind of towards the end. Christian number 45. Okay, Christian, got you checked in now. And who was the other person?
I didn't hear my name a second time.
No, I wasn't calling your name a second time. And
Oh,
I
I'm
only called the second time for the individuals that did not answer the first time. The
Okay,
second time
thank
was
you.
sometimes people zoom in late, so I go over the list one more time. Okay, you're fine. Brian Sanchez. Brian Sanchez. Brian.
Deborah Mann.
Deborah Mann. Okay, Deborah, got you checked in now. Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else did not hear their name called at all this morning? Other time that I called the docket, either time? All right.
I believe I'm having technical difficulties, ma'am.
Yeah, no, Brian, I got you checked in, Brian. You're fine.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. Before we move forward, I'm going to give a few housekeeping rules for County Court 12. The first rule being defense attorneys that are moving forward with a plea this morning, remember 2 sets of paperwork. One set comes from the court, the other set comes from the district attorney's office. If you are not sure if your client has done all of the paperwork, Booker could put you in a breakout room where you can go over this with your client. Okay, I just don't want anyone to sit on the Zoom for an hour or so. When I call the case, we discover that no paperwork or only part of the paperwork has been done. Easy solution, okay? Just get in the breakout room and talk to your client about this. Also, defense attorneys that are moving forward a plea, remember, ask your client this one question. Are they a resident of their county? We've just been getting so many lately, at least 1 or 2 a week, that if after you've done that plea and if that information goes over to the probation department and it is going over there without the knowledge that your client is not a resident of Harris County, maybe they perhaps live in Harris County or Travis County or even in other states, your client is going to get an automatic violation. Just let us know. It's an easy solution, okay? Because I can write on the file that your client is a resident or wherever, and then I can make the decision should the case be transferred to wherever your client does reside, or it just giving your client permission to report from wherever they reside by Zoom, okay? But we do need to know this, all right? Charles has been catching it so far, but we'll have 1 or 2 that have gotten through. Then I get that frantic call from the defense attorney that their client has a violation already. Nobody wants that hassle up front, okay? So just let the court know. Also, defense attorneys, if your client has an MTR on the docket today, besides talking to one of the 2 ADAs, you must also speak to Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is the CLO, the probation officer for County Court 12. Of course, because it is an MTR, a motion to revoke the probation, we do need the input from the probation department. Also, defense attorneys, if your client has been arrested at least twice, just arrested at least twice for a DWI, your client's case is going to automatically be sent over to the DWI court. That is a treatment specialty court. I cannot order or mandate anyone into that treatment court, but your client will be given the opportunity to be evaluated and talk to somebody about what I consider red flags and issues of alcohol usage. Again, your client will not be able to leave this judiciary able to say no one talked to him or offered them help. Again, what I consider red flags and issues of alcohol usage. Also, besides presiding over County Court 12, I do also preside over the mental health court for Bexar County. If anyone is interested in their case being transferred to that treatment court, just give a Booker. Booker can get that ball rolling. It doesn't even have to be that your client has ever been officially diagnosed with any kind of mental health illness. If they think they're a bipolar or suffer from depression or anxiety or PTSD, of the things of that nature, that is good enough for us. We will get them seen professionally and diagnosed. I do run several dockets of mental health. One of the dockets being the PTD docket. If your client is deemed eligible for that docket, not only does your client case get dismissed, it gets totally expunged at no cost to your client. Options, just options for everyone. All right, so moving forward, is there anyone that defense attorneys that have already conferred, just want to give a report to the court? We can give your client a reset and release your client. Any defense attorneys that have already conferred? Okay.
Judge, this is Tim Roundtree. Good morning.
Good morning. What you got, Tim?
The first case, 663137.
What is your client's name?
Joe Moreno.
Joe Moreno. I remember that one.
Number 20, Judge.
Number 20. Okay. All right. Okay. What you got, Tim?
This is the second DWI, and I
Okay.
just filled out the
Referral.
I'll send it.
Okay. Very well.
I also have two other cases.
Okay. So Booker, what reset date for number 20?
4 or 5.
Just one, 4 or 5?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Joe Marino, your reset date is April 5th. Your case will be transferred over to, just referred over, not transferred yet, to the DWI court. They will be reaching out to you for an evaluation. Please answer when they reach out to you. Other than that, you are free to log off, your reset date being 4 or 5, unless your attorney wants to speak with you. Did you, Tim?
That'll be
Thank
fine.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. What is the next one, Tim?
Angel Ventura 681093.
Okay, let's see. Angel
30.
number 30. All right. Okay, what you got, Tim?
We have a plea agreement. I need to review it with my client, and he's got to do. Could we have that same date?
Okay.
Yes, 4 or 5.
Okay. All right, very good. Mr. Angel Ventura, your court date has been reset to April 5th, so you are free to log off, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then my
And
last client judge is a Christopher Sims.
Christopher Sims, let's see.
And not well, let me know when you find him.
It's number 21. Oh, did he answer? Because I have an X by his name.
I don't think he did, Judge. I received information that he is in the hospital, and I will get proof of that and provide it to the court. I don't have that yet, but I will.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Tim. We'll hold off on issuing a warrant till you provide proof of that, so you can provide proof of that. Maybe check in paperwork from the hospital. All right.
Thank you,
Okay.
Judge.
Do you have any other matters?
That's it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. You're free to log off also. Thank you for coming on and conferring. Are there any other attorneys that have already conferred? Okay. All right. Booker, did you make Michelle Azalia the host for the mental health court?
Yes, Judge, they're already in the breakout room.
Okay. I could try to do a couple of pleas if any are ready before I join the mental health team in that breakout room. So are there any pleas ready to go right now?
I don't believe right now, Judge.
No,
Okay,
yes,
then.
Your Honor, we're ready.
Which one?
Elizabeth Salceda.
Elizabeth, number 4.
Yes.
Okay. Elizabeth Salceda.
Um,
Is all the paperwork in?
Yes, I believe it is.
I think Booker's having some doubts, Neil.
Uh-oh. Well, she signed everything and it's all online, I think.
I have the PDF file on my email.
okay, yes, we're good to go. Let me get
One of the ADAs out?
yes.
Okay, we'll take up this. got Caleb out. Caleb, we're gonna move forward on Elizabeth Salceda. You ready?
Which number is that, Judge?
680294.
Number 4, okay.
Number
On
4.
the docket.
And that's for 40 hours of APSC cars and then no full.
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, here we go. At this time, the court will call the case of Elizabeth Ann Salceda, cause number 680294. But both sides announce themselves and who they represent for the record, please.
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Nell Smith for Elizabeth Salcedo.
Good morning, Ms. Salceda. How are you doing?
Good morning. Good.
Are you the same Elizabeth Ann Salcedo who's been charged with a DWI?
Unfortunately, yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to speak about this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in a plea this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Salceda, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign it?
Yes.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands her waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Salceda, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes.
All right, state, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. State's going to waive the enhancement pursuant on Class B DWI.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Entered.
The agreement is for a $400 fine, court costs 180 days, Bear County Jail probated over 1 year, 40 community service hours, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, and restitution, if any, to Renee Salazar. That's RENE, Renee Salazar, SALAZR. SALAZAR.
Okay.
Your Honor, she would like the portable breath device because she does not have a car right now.
Okay, so the PAM device,
Yes.
and I need an affidavit of non-driving. You can provide that later. All right, affidavit of non-driving to come.
Okay.
Yes,
Like, that means I can't drive at all?
yeah, if you're gonna drive, you're gonna have to have an ignition interlock on your car.
Well, the thing is I share a car with my husband, so majority of the time he's gonna be the one blowing. But I do take my son to school in the morning before my husband leaves for work.
If you're driving, ma'am, and you have a DWI, you will have an ignition interlock on your vehicle. That goes for anyone that gets a DWI. You made the decision to drink and drive. There are consequences to that decision. So if you are driving, you will have an ignition interlock on that vehicle. And if you do not want to drive, your option is to get a PAM device, a portable alcohol monitor, but you will have to do an affidavit of non-driving. And if you get caught driving, after you've done that, there will be consequences to that too. So Nell, do you need to step back and have a talk with your client?
Yes, I think we should talk.
Okay, all right. All right, you guys can step back. We'll take this up matter in a little bit. Booker, could you put me in a breakout room with the mental health court?
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, could you please put me in a breakout room with the mental health court? Thanks.
Yes, Judge.
Excuse me, Booker.
Yes.
It's Caleb speaking. I talked to my lawyer last time, and we came to an agreement about a deal that he gave me, and I just never saw no paperwork or anything, or haven't been in the breakout room with him or
Who's your
anything along
attorney?
the lines of that. Ryan Arnett.
He hasn't notified me about anything, but he'll be on shortly.
All right, appreciate it.
Mario, I think Javier was having maybe connection issues because I kept trying to move him, but he wasn't going. But it looks like he logged off.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the notification that it said that he had left. So I don't know what's going on there. So I think he should be trying to log back in.
Okay. Did you want to talk to any other clients before?
No, I was in a breakout room with Mr. Cruz, but there was some issues with the paperwork, so I've tried reaching out to Candace to correct that before I go back into a breakout room with him.
Okay, sounds good. We'll just wait for Javier to rejoin. I'll put you in the breakout room with him. I'm curious.
Sounds good. But before I do that, I guess could I announce on my my third case?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Rafael de la Rosa, I think number 48 on the docket.
Okay.
He still has a pending unindicted state jail felony. Caleb is going to reach out to the prosecutor in the 399th to see if we can just move on these cases or if they prefer to wait to see if that case gets indicted.
Okay, sounds good. I'll reset it to April 7th.
April 7th, yes, sir. All right. Could Mr. De La Rosa, is he free to log off?
Yes, he's free to log off.
All right, thank you, sir. And then I'll wait to get into a breakout room with, well, you said Javier's logged back in?
Yes.
Okay.
Javier Garcia?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Mario, he's back in room number in room 3.
Room 3. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
You. Booker, could you reset Paul Perez for a later date? He has DWI court staffing this afternoon.
Okay, I'll set that one to March 7th.
Thank you.
Am I free to log off, sir?
Yes, you're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, I was trying to see if Leticia Santanago was gonna attend court.
And who are you?
I'm Rose Galloway, her sister.
Ma'am, why are you on my Zoom?
I didn't know I couldn't be on there. When I went inside of the courtroom, they told me to get on the Zoom.
No, this is for defendants and their attorneys only.
Okay.
Hey, Booker, it's Elizabeth Russell.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not sure if you saw my note, but I'm ready to confer with the state now if I could be put in line.
Okay, I'll put you in line.
Thank you.
Booker,
Yes.
good morning. This is Tanya. Booker, I'm here for Ileana Valdez, but she had notified me a few weeks ago that she was actually retaining another attorney, Kimberly De La Garza, And I just spoke with client and she indicates her attorney is here. And so if that's the case, there isn't a notice of appearance. I'm still the attorney.
Yeah, and that's the issue. The other attorney, which I told them last time, that they need to file their notice and they still haven't. So I will get with them today to make sure that they do that.
Thank you, Booker.
Not a problem.
So can I be excused
Yes,
since she's
ma'am.
here? Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, I'm gonna put you on line to start conferring.
That sounds good. And we're ready to finish the plea when the judge is ready.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
No problem. Andrew.
Booker, I conferred on both of my clients. The state needs some additional time to finally look at the discovery. So I'm asking for 30 days on the two of them.
Okay, so let's see.
It's Salinas and Neal.
All right, I'll reset both cases to March 22nd.
Perfect. All right. Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
All right. Will you let my clients know they can be excused?
Yes, I will.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
No problem. James Salinas.
Yes, sir.
All right, your court date has been reset to March 22nd. That'll be in person in County Court 12.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you're free to log off, sir.
Thank you.
Angelica Neal.
Yes, sir.
All right, your court date also has been reset to March 22nd, and I'll also be in person in County Court 12.
It'll be in person, not on Zoom?
Correct.
Okay,
All right, you're free to log off.
thank you.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Booker, can I speak to my attorney, Ms. Nell, again, please?
Yes.
Hi, Booker. This is Brian. Can I go back into the mental health court staffing?
Yes.
Thanks.
Booker, do I need to move over to the mental health staffing?
No, you're good. You can stay right here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Booker.
Yes.
We're gonna take a plea on Julian Gonzalez. I put his information on your chat. So if you can get that started, I appreciate it.
Did you send over to the state also? Or do you need anything from the?
She's sending me the
Okay.
3914.
It sounds good. I will take care of that for you right now.
Got it. All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, also Booker, my name is Darnell Johnson. I'm a counselor at Lifetime Recovery. It was requested that I be on for Isaiah Cardenas.
Okay, well, I will go ahead and place you in the room with the other team members.
Okay, will do.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Booker, when you have a moment, can you do me oh, you're left, sorry. Oh, no, you're there. Can you do me a quick favor?
Yeah, what's that?
do you mind sending a chat to Kendra, or if you're getting a hold of her? I don't know if she got my message that we need the plea paperwork edited before we can submit.
The plea paperwork or?
The plea paperwork from the state, the plea bargain and the amendment of the information. She just had she had the wrong name on the documents, so I didn't want to submit it with the incorrect name.
I'll let her
Okay,
know.
cool. I'll let her know.
Mario.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Excuse me, I'm having technical difficulties. I was wondering if there's any way that I could give you a call.
No, sir. You're fine.
I can't hear.
Hey, Booker.
Hello?
James,
Good morning, Booker. How are you doing?
doing good on yourself?
Doing all right, sir. I just wanted to check on Celso Martinez, if he'd had an acceptance to DWI court.
Let's see. I don't show anything just yet. I know he was referred, but I don't see. No, he was rejected.
Oh, okay. He was rejected.
Yeah, they put it on one case and not the other one.
Okay, so he was referred on one case, but not the other, you said?
No, he was referred on both, but they put the rejection code on one case.
Oh, got you. Okay, thank you.
Not a problem. Noah Strickland.
Yes, sir.
Sir, your case will be dismissed. You're free to log off.
Thank you.
No problem.
I gotta give you a call. I can't hear nothing.
No, sir, nobody's saying anything. Ms. Russell.
Hi, Booker. I sent you an email requesting plea paperwork. I think. Oh, nope, it's in my draft still. I'm about to send you an email requesting plea paperwork. I was wondering if we were gonna be able to proceed today.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. It is coming to you now. There.
Sounds good. I will
Perfect,
get
thank you.
it sent out. No problem.
Can you put me back in the breakout room with my client? Is he still in the breakout room? He's having audio problems, so I've been calling him on the phone.
No, he's still here.
Okay.
Booker, I just got some paperwork for Ruben Cruz. When you have an opportunity, could I please have a breakout room with him so I can review this with him?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Ruben Cruz.
Here.
Oh, there you are. Why can't I find you? Ma'am, you're here for which client?
Ileana Valadez. And this was the one where I filed a motion to sub a prosecutor. I just sent a message to you on this chat, but I talked to the prosecutor already in the breakout room. But he says, I told him about the judge not having signed the motion to sub. He said the judge probably wants to hear from my client if she agrees. I don't know how the process for that, but I'm happy to wait if you tell me that's what I need to do.
Well, most of the time, we will want the defendant to be in agreement on signing it off, even when the attorneys file their motions to withdraw. Because most of the cases, sometimes a client has paid and then the attorney wants to get off, and it's just like.
I get that. And then prosecutors don't always know the thought process of the judge. I know, I get that too. But my client did not sign the motion to sub because we did it all verbally over the phone, and we're in two different towns. So we let the judge know. Did you hear me? It says my internet connection is unstable. Hello.
Yes, I heard you.
Okay. It said well, you guess you heard the damage. Sorry. It says my internet connection was unstable, so that scared me.
No worries.
Sorry about the cussing. Anyway, so I don't know if we need to talk to the judge, but prosecutor agreed to do a reset. It's a young man. I didn't get his name, but
Ms. Valadez?
Yes, sir.
Can you turn your camera on, please?
Yes.
Hi, so are you in agreement to have, I didn't catch your name, ma'am.
De La Garza.
Ms. De La Garza to represent you as your counsel?
Yes.
Okay. And Ms. De La Garza, you already confirmed to say in regards to her case, what's going on with her case?
The prosecutors made an offer that I think is reasonable, but I still haven't received discovery. He tried to summarize it, but I still haven't been able to get it since I wasn't listed as attorney of record yet. So I'd like a reset in order to get that and discuss the offer with my client.
Okay. I'll reset it to March 29th.
Okay, hold on, let me make sure. Is this one going to be by Zoom as well?
Yes, that will be by Zoom.
Okay, I have a full load in County Court 2 in Seguin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cases. It's going to be almost impossible to Zoom at 9 o'clock.
The 27th, that Monday.
The Monday's fine, perfect. We don't have Monday court. We got lots of leeway here. Okay.
Sounds good. Okay, I'll reset it for March 27th.
Okay, and it'll be 9 o'clock Zoom.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Okay. And has the judge signed the motion to sub yet? Am I going to be able to get on as attorney of record so I can get discovered?
Yeah, because I talked to you and your client today, I'll inform judge that your client was in agreement with it, and then we'll have her sign it, and then we'll update the attorney on the case.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. You and your client are both free to log off.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Christopher Sims.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your attorney, Mr. Runchia, came, conferred the state. We're just waiting for you to appear for court. Sir, your court date has been reset to April 5th. And that would, if we're not in jail, that would be at 9 a.m. via Zoom.
Can you say that again, boss? The
Your
last
court
part?
date has been reset to April 5th. And
Okay,
if we're not in trial, your court date, you'll be brought back by Zoom at 9 a.m.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Hold on 1 second, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Runtree? So I just say, but your attorney's probably on another call or something. You just want to let him know that I did talk to you, but just stay put for a second. And we'll wait for him to come back.
Yes, sir. Did you want me to turn off my audio while we wait, or?
Yeah, you can mute yourself. That's fine.
Yes, sir.
Brian.
Hey, good morning, Booker.
Good morning.
I'm just checking to see on a motion that I filed on our particular case this morning to see if it's in the court file real quick before I get a reset on this.
That's for Armando Garcia.
Yes.
Which motion are you referring to?
Be to our Brady discovery motion. It would have been usually filed right at the outset. So I'm just because it's a
Yes,
very
I see that it was filed, but there hasn't been a ruling on it.
gotcha.
What I can do is
Thinking and talking with the state, this may be ripe for a speedy trial issue. So I don't know how the judge usually handles that. She usually do those on like a hearing, formal hearing where we come in and do that.
correct.
I guess if you can go ahead and set us for something that she has relatively soon on that issue.
All right, looks like the earliest that we have right now is probably going to be, let's see.
This case has been pending for quite a while.
I can do March 30th at 2 p.m.
March 30th at 2 p.m. Okay. Yeah, I guess go ahead and give us that. If y'all have a cancellation or something sooner, I guess let me know if you remember on that. Just because we're still getting some discovery today, or it's getting uploaded today on this case.
Okay, yeah, if anything comes up sooner, I'll definitely reach out to you and let you know. And so that way we can move the case up
Right.
some.
Okay, so on March 30th, 2 p.m. just for the speedy trial hearing.
Correct.
Okay, dokie. I believe Mr. Garcia checked in with you this morning. If he could go ahead and be excused.
Yes, you and your client are both free to log off.
All right, thanks, sir. Have a great weekend.
And you do the same.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm back, Booker. Robert Valdez.
Yes, sir.
He is going to get the order that the judge signed for discovery and submit it because we still haven't gotten the blood discovery. And on the other case, the lady's gonna sign a waiver of non-prosecution.
I got it. I got what happened.
All right, so let's see. We have,
Gunner Shield.
okay, what's going on with that case?
Okay, Gunner Shield, I conferred with Caleb. He needs to get the signed order from the judge so that he can submit it for the blood discovery. We don't have. And on the criminal mischief, that's 685-066. We're going to submit a waiver of non-prosecution.
Okay.
All right, so we just need time.
All right, I'll reset both cases to March 29th, and then I will get that motion over to Caleb today.
Okay, very good. 29th it is.
All righty, you and your client are both free to log off.
Thank you very much. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, you do the same.
Thank you.
Ms. Russell.
We have our paperwork submitted and we're ready to proceed whenever judge is ready.
No.
Sounds good. Sarah.
Booker, my client signed the paperwork, but it went to the wrong email. Are you able to send it to her new email?
Who's your client?
Paula Ramos Rodriguez.
Um,
Sorry, she didn't sign it. I signed it and it was sent over to her, but it was sent to her old email.
all right, can you check me her new email address and I will pull it up and send it to the right one.
Okay, and then I also have Moya Mobeki 690349. We got an offer.
Okay, and you want to reset that one?
Yes, please.
All right, I'm gonna reset that one to March 27th.
March 27th. Okay. And then I'll send you her email.
Tim.
Morning, Booker.
Good morning.
Mr. Sims is now logged on, as I think you know. He got released from the hospital late last night. I did confer on his case, and there are some things that he and I'll have to talk about. Could we reset him to the same date, which I think was April 4?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I did talk to Mr. Sims and we're just waiting for you to come back, but I gave him the same court date.
Great, wonderful. Thank you, and have a good weekend.
Thanks, you do the same. Mr. Sims, you're free to log off. Hope you feel better and have a good weekend.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
No problem. You too. All right, Sarah. Yeah, just oh, there it is. Okay, let me change that for you. All right, Sarah, that one's been taken care of, that one's been replaced.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. And for your Moya,
Oh, so Moya was reset to 327. We got an offer.
yeah, he's free to log off.
Okay, and then we're just waiting for my client Paula to sign the plea paperwork to do the plea.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, Blue, can I be in a breakout room with Mobeki Moya?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Ms. Jasmine.
Good morning. I'm here for Alfredo Morales. And I was able to speak to the prosecutor. We're missing some discovery, and he's going to work on that to provide it to us.
All right, let's see. You have a case number on her?
Yes, it is 692-200. The attorney of record might be Gary Hillier.
Okay. All right, I'll reset that court date to March 29th.
Okay, thank you. And may Mr. Morales be excused as well?
Yes, ma'am. You guys are both free to log off.
Okay, and you said March 29th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a
You're
good week.
welcome. You too.
Mr. Booker, I just wanted to let you know that at 12, I'm gonna go get the GPS installed.
Are you here for mental health court?
Excuse me, sir?
Are you here at the mental health court?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Am I free to log off? Because I still gotta catch the bus.
Are you on the phone?
Yes, sir.
No, you cannot log off. You can take your phone with you, but you can still, you need to stay on.
All right, sir.
No. What you got?
Hi, Booker. I would like to reset some people and talk to some people.
All right, who do you want to reset?
Okay, could we please reset Letitia Satanwawa? She has some open felony cases, and so they won't give me an offer yet.
Yeah, look like her felony is set for 1 second. All right, no, that one was reset to 424.
It was.
Okay, and the next one is Scott Garza. I need to talk to him about his progress on the conditional dismissal class that he has to take.
Okay, let me let you talk to him first, and then I will give you a reset after you give me an update on his progress.
Okay, thank you.
If Judge comes back before you come back, I will pull you out to do your pleas.
Okay, great.
Scott Garza, can you announce yourself? Mr. Garza? All right, I guess Mr. Garza is not here.
Okay. For Kriska Mendiola,
Yes.
she needs to pay the deductible. And then it's a conditional dismissal, but I don't know how long it will take her to do that. So maybe I should talk to her first before telling you how long the reset should be.
All right, I'll put you in a breakout room with her.
Thank you.
You can, let's see. Okay. James.
Yes, sir. I have conferred with the state. We got a plea offer on Celso Martinez. I was going to request a reset and the state's okay with it so that I could go over the plea offer with my client.
Okay, if you choose to accept it, let me know if he doesn't have any like upfront classes or anything to do. And just make sure that you send me his email address so that way I can send out plea paperwork and we can get that going at that point in time.
Yes, sir. He is going to have some classes that he's going to have to do up front if he's going to accept this.
Okay, then I'll reset this to March 27th.
March 27th. Okay, thank you very much. May myself and my client be excused.
Yes, you guys are both free to log off.
Thank you so much. Have a great
Not
day.
a problem. You too. Sarah. Sarah May. Paola.
Yes, sir.
Did you get the paperwork?
Yes, I'm actually filling it out right now.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Go ahead now.
So Prisca Mendiola would like to be on the trial docket. Could we reset her for that?
Sounds good. March 28th.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Ms. Mendiola.
Yes, sir.
So your court date is set to March 28th, and that will be in person, kind of court 12 at 9 a.m.
Okay.
All right, ma'am, you're free to log off.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
For Jeremy Krinky, did he ever come?
No.
Okay, and for Randy Vasquez, the DA is gonna look at the videos before they decide what to do on this case, so can you reset it to give them some time?
All right, March 29th.
Thank you.
Randy Vasquez. Mr. Vasquez. I get a hold of him later. All right, what else you got now?
For, Christian Alvarez, I would like to talk to him. He has a plea offer, but he's considering it and otherwise will go to trial. But could you reset him in the meantime, and then I'll go talk to him?
All right, April 3rd.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's see, what question? Oh.
Hi, Mr. Becker. It's Paula Rodriguez. I just completed it and I sent it.
Thank you, ma'am. Melissa Feaster, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Hi, I have your attorney in my office. Your court date has been reset to.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Your court date has been reset to April 6th,
Okay.
and you're free to log off. If you have any other questions, you can give your attorney a call
Okay.
later on.
Booker, do you show Mr. Valdez on Ramon?
Yes. He's under Ramon Ignacio Loya.
So I tried putting him in the breakout room. Oh, let me see. Okay, let me try and get him back in. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Booker, are you able to try and move him? For some reason, it won't let me move him in the breakout room.
You let me try on my end. Okay, he's there.
Thank you.
Deborah Mann.
Present.
Ma'am, your court date has been reset to March 29th. You're free to log off.
March 29th, you're free to log off. March 29th, I can log off right now.
Yeah. Yes, it's gonna be by Zoom, and your attorney will you can call your attorney later on.
Okay, thank you, Booker. Have a great
Welcome.
day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Am I able to log out?
Yes, that's fine. You can log off.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Tyler Crabtree.
Yes, sir.
Hey, your court date is going to reset to March 24th. The classes that you need to do in order to help your case, you need to get those classes done before that court date.
What classes? I haven't spoke to my attorney at all. Not since any of this has began. He hasn't contacted me, so I don't know anything that's going on.
Do you know who your attorney is?
Ryan Arnett.
Send him an email with your phone number.
I have like 10 times and he still ain't called me. He's told me to send it to him multiple times and I keep sending it to him, but he don't contact.
Well, send it to me.
All right, you got an email I need to send this to?
Yes. Let me know when you're ready.
All right.
It's HERMANLOUIS.BOOKER at BEXAR.org.
Alrighty, I will get it sent over. I appreciate it.
Which go ahead and send it to me now while you're still on the Zoom, so that way I confirm that I have it, and then from there I'll release you. Caleb Ortiz. Caleb. Can you hear me? Can you give me a thumbs up because I can't hear you, but I can see that you can hear me. You can hear me, correct? All right, so your court date has been reset to March 24th. Those classes that you have, you need to get those completed and done. Sir, you're talking, but I can't hear your audios. Your court date has been reset to March 24th. You're free to log off. All right, Mr. Crabtree, I got it. I'm gonna forward it to your attorney. You're free to log off.
All right, I appreciate it, man. You have a good day.
You too.
All right, Booker, I think we got quite a few pleas lined up, right?
Yes, sir.
Did we ever get Elizabeth Salceda straightened out?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do you want to move forward with, keep with that one first?
That would be wonderful.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
So at this time, let me get back on the record with this. We're back on the record with Elizabeth Salceda, cause number 680294. And I think we were at the point where we were discussing the ignition interlock versus the PAM device. And Nell was going to step back and have a talk with her client about what are the requirements of the court. So Nell, what were you guys going to move forward on? Was it going to be the ignition interlock or the PAM device?
We'll do the ignition interlock.
Okay, the ignition interlock for half term then.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, all right. All right. Is there anything else in the discussion now that needs to be discussed?
No, no,
Okay,
that's,
very, all right. So, Ms. Salcedo, how do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest? Very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Bond has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward on a DWIB, a $400 fine, court costs, 180 days in the Bexar County Jail, probated for 12 months, DWI education class, the VIP class, a top evaluation, ignition and lock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, restitution, if any, to Renee Salazar. I'll set supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state.
no, Your Honor.
Okay, there's nothing else from either side. Ms. Salcedo, I have followed your plea bargain. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Ma'am, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that breakout room also?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. Good luck to you, Ms. Salcedo. So everybody's excused. Just look for the little break join button to pop up. All right, everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you.
So moving forward, everybody ready on Julian Gonzalez? Julian Edward Gonzalez? Are the attorneys, who's the attorney for that one, Booker?
Hi, yeah, I'm present.
Who's your attorney?
Elizabeth Russell.
Is Elizabeth?
Andrew Froelich.
Oh.
Is Andrew on?
No, Judge, he had to run to another court. He'll be on shortly.
Okay, how about, I'm see if I'm pronouncing this correctly, Eliseo?
Garcia, yes, Judge, I'm present on that one.
Okay, who is your attorney, ma'am?
I'm the attorney, Elizabeth Russell.
Okay, so we ready to move forward on that?
Yes,
yes, Judge.
All right, very good. At this time, the court will call the case of Eliseo Garcia, cause number 6877735. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Warner for the state.
Elizabeth Russell for Eliseo Garcia.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Garcia. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Are you the same Eliseo Garcia who's been charged with a DWI?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea this morning?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Garcia, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
I am, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Garcia, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes.
All right. State, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. It's a DWIB and we are proceeding on that DWIB. The plea agreement is for a $400 fine, court costs, 11 months deferred adjudication, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for 5 months, 40 community service hours, and $60 restitution to Texas DPS.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargaining agreement?
It is, Judge, but I would like to address my client's indigency and his ability to afford the fines and court costs.
Okay.
And so Mr. Garcia, Judge, is an electrician. He gets paid $12 an hour. He is concerned about his ability to pay the fine and do the community service hours. And so we were requesting that the court probate the fine so that he would be able to spend his time at work and doing the community service hours as opposed to having to work overtime to pay the fine as well. Additionally, Judge, we are requesting that the community service fees be set to the minimum of $25 so that Mr. Garcia can be successful while on deferred adjudication.
Well, I'm not probating any of the fine. Mr. Garcia, were you an electrician when you made the decision to drink and drive?
Yes.
That is why you do not make the decision to drink and drive, because it is a very costly decision. It costs a lot of money. Is that fun getting arrested and having to go through all that, being bonded out?
Yes.
I don't anybody to make that decision because it is a costly one. And that decision, even though it's a misdemeanor, making the decision to drink and drive kills people in our community. So I want you to feel the pinch of this decision. I want you to say to yourself going forward, I will never do this again. This was a horrible decision, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It's costing you a lot of money in your life, isn't it?
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Do not make this decision again. So I don't probate any of the fees. I don't probate any of the other, because I want it to be unpleasant enough that you will not make the decision again. But I know you still have to make a living in your life. So that for this decision is it's just a bad decision in our community. It really is. All right. Anything else? Anything else? Both sides.
No,
Judge, on the supervisory fees, will you address, will you set those?
I'll set the supervisory fee at $30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Garcia, I see you've taken a decision for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I can sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest? Very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Findings have been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward at a $400 fine. Court costs 11 months of deferred adjudication, DWI education, the VIP class, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for 5 months, 40 hours of community service, $60 of DPS, and I'll set the supervisory fee at $30. And Mr. Garcia, if you have been vaccinated, the court will give you credit of 24 hours towards the 40 hours assessed. And if you've been boosted, I'll give you an extra fine. So altogether, you can earn 29 hours of credit. I do believe getting vaccinated is a community effort, or you can just choose to buy your hours out. We do work with 3 nonprofits. It's just for you, sir. All right. Anything else from my?
Do I need to send y'all my
card.
immunization records? I do have.
Exactly.
Yes, I do have my. Yes.
Yeah. If you just
Okay,
make a
I'll send a copy over.
You give it to your counselor or send it into probation. They all know it's just a standing policy in County Court 12 that anyone that's taken a plea that can show proof of their vaccination, that they've been vaccinated.
Okay, that's no problem.
They'll get those hours of credit. All right.
Okay.
Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state.
Defense? Is defense still there?
No, Judge.
You drop
I'm
off?
here
Okay.
still, Judge. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. There's nothing else from either side. Sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Garcia, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also? All right. You don't have to put it there. All right. Okay, no problem. Good luck to you, Mr. Garcia. Just wait for the join button. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on, taking care of this matter. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you,
And
Judge.
Moving on to Paola Ramos Rodriguez. Everyone ready on that case?
Excuse me,
Everyone
Judge.
ready? Yes.
Before I go, Ms. Salceda, reported that she completed all of her classes.
Which one?
Salceda, Ms. Salceda.
Oh, she did complete her classes. Okay, good. I'll notate
Yes,
the okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Also on Salceda, I believe that her plea should be for 40 hours of community service, but I wanted to check that with Caleb.
Caleb, was it 48 or 40 for Elizabeth Salcedo?
For Elizabeth Salcedo, let me pull that up real quick. Sorry, guys.
Sure.
40.
40, okay. For the record, for Elizabeth Salcedo, cause number 680294 was 40 hours of community service, not 48. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you.
So we're moving forward on, everyone ready on Paola Ramos Rodriguez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. At this time, the court will call the case of Paola Ramos Rodriguez, cause number 677898. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Andrea Mitchell for the state.
Sarah May for Paola Ramos Rodriguez.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Ramos Rodriguez. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Are you the same Paola Ramos Rodriguez who's been charged with the DWI?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Please raise your right hand. Let me swear you in. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You can lower your hand. Ms. Ramos, you're about to enter into a transaction in the American judicial system that could have some ramifications and consequences on your status here in America. And I want you to be aware of those consequences, okay? And so I'm going to ask you a series of questions, okay?
Okay.
The first being, have you gotten an opportunity to speak with an immigration attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you understand, in speaking with that immigration, what the consequences of being moving forward with this plea bargain today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Could you tell me that? Could you articulate that to the court?
Yes, I do understand the consequences after the plea.
What are the consequences?
I believe it was hours of community service.
No, not the plea bargain. I'm asking you, if you move forward with this plea bargain, what will be the consequences of your status in America not being a U.S. citizen?
Oh, it would be a negative factor. I would not be able to move forward.
Counselor, is this true?
It would be a negative factor in her applying for an immigration benefit.
Okay. All right. And so are you the immigration attorney that she's spoken to? Or did you
Yes,
do the deal? Are you the one that did the Padilla letter?
Yes, Your Honor. And we do have a Padilla on file.
Do you want to speak to that situation? Put it just on the record?
Just that she has a, if she applies for an immigration benefit, that this, the charge would be a negative factor.
Okay. Ms. Ramos, knowing this, do you still wish to move forward in this plea bargain?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And it will be the order of the court that we will move forward in this plea bargain today. All right. So we're back on the record with the plea. I was asking you whether you're a U.S. citizen. So Ms. Ramos Rodriguez, have you had an opportunity to speak with your attorney about this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
And Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in a plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Ramos, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
I did.
Did
Yes,
you sign
ma'am.
the document?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands her waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Ramos, are you entering into your plea voluntarily today?
Yes, ma'am.
Very well. State, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is going to amend the information to include a count 2, waive and abandon count 1, and proceed on count 2, obstruction of a passageway.
Any objections?
No objections.
Entered.
The plea is for a $500 fine, court cost, 12 months deferred adjudication, DWI education course, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, and 48 hours of community service.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Ramos, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I can sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes.
How do you plead to this charge?
I'm sorry?
How do you plead to this charge?
I plead guilty.
Guilty, very well. The court accepts your plea of guilty. Fine has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward on count 2, objection of a highway, obstruction of a highway. $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, DWI education class, the VIP class, a TAP evaluation, ignition interlock by half the term, 48 hours of community service, and I'll set supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Judge, it was supposed to be obstruction of a passageway.
Oh, passageway? Okay, thank you.
Yes,
'Cause I
ma'am.
put down highway. Okay,
Thank you.
of a passageway. Anything else?
Judge, I'd like to note that she did complete her community service and the VIP, the victim impact panel.
Okay, she completed the VIP and the community service hours?
Correct.
Okay, I'll notate the file. Thank you for letting me know that. Anything else?
I have a question. The lock on the car, what if I don't drive my car ever since? I have proof that I've been Ubering to my destinations, and I have I call my family members, my boyfriend to drive me to.
Okay, listen. The ignition interlock is something that you guys made a plea bargain. And did y'all want to step back and renegotiate this, Sarah? She's saying that we gave her
No.
interlock. So, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, now's the time to do it if you guys are going to do it.
No, I won't back down. It was just a question.
So you in this plea bargain, you got an ignition interlock on your vehicle for half the term. Okay.
Judge, I don't mind going into a breakout room and talking to her.
Okay. All right. Step back for a moment. Booker, could you put them in the breakout room? Sarah's going to go in the breakout room with her client.
Yes, sir.
I think she got the device. Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Mr. Eliseo Garcia is a resident of San Patricio County.
Where is that?
This is in Gregory, Texas, Judge. San Patricio County is 127 miles.
Great. Okay. Did y'all not hear me say on this Zoom this morning? Tell us if you guys are not a resident of Bexar County. Did y'all not hear that? That you are not listening to me? Or is no one not listening? Am I just talking to myself? I guess I'm just talking to myself. Sir, if we're not knowing that information, you're going to get a violation. We have to know this. Your attorney has to ask you that question. You have to tell someone that you are not a resident of Bexar County. Okay. Okay. So, Charles, do you want to just give him permission to Zoom, or should we just transfer the case?
Yes, ma'am. He doesn't have enough time to transfer it.
Okay. So let me see. Let me get back to his. That was which plea was that?
That was Eliseo Garcia, 687-735.
Okay. So tell me the county again.
San Patricio.
San Patricio resides. Okay. So permission to Zoom for probation. Okay. All right. I got it. So we'll get one that slips through. I'll try to warn them. Nobody slips through in the apparently, Charles. I am trying so hard to keep these violations off. All right, let me see. We're going to go to the next. Okay.
Judge, did I hear I think I heard my name earlier, but then my audio cut out.
What was that?
I think I heard my name earlier, Caleb Ortiz, but my audio had cut out.
Okay, I don't think
Mr. Ortiz, I was trying to get your attention. Your court date has been reset to your court date has been reset to March 24th. You have classes that you need to complete. The sooner you get the classes done, the sooner your cases will be over and done with. So I would advise you get those classes done as soon as possible.
Yes, sir. You said March 24th?
That's correct.
And what were the classes again?
You can call your attorney. Your attorney will explain everything to you.
All right, yes, sir. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
All right. Everyone ready to move forward on Javier Garcia? Well, who's the attorney? Javier Garcia. Mario? Okay, very well. Okay, at this time, the court will call the case of Javier Garcia, cause number 680650. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Mario Moreno for the defendant.
All right, good morning, Mr. Garcia. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well, Your Honor. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well also. Thank you for asking. Are you the same Javier Garcia who's been charged with a DWI?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
And counsel, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, are you entered into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
State, is there a plea bargain?
There's, Your Honor. State's going to amend the information to include account 2, waive and abandon count 1 and proceed on count 2, obstruction of the highway.
Okay. Any objections?
No objections, Judge.
Entered.
The plea bargain is for a $500 fine, court costs, 12 months deferred, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, and 48 hours of community service.
Okay. Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Garcia, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation, where if you successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to this charge?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Guilty? Very well. The court accepts your plea of guilty. Fine has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with account 2, obstruction of a highway, a $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, DWI education class, a VIP class, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, and I'll set the supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state.
Just to note to the court, Your Honor, that Mr. Garcia has completed victim impact panel and the DWI education class and the community service. He will provide proof to probation. Additionally, he is all set. He is a Bexar County resident.
Thank you. I know a couple of your clients have gotten through without that knowledge, but thank you for telling us this time. Thank you for letting me know that, Mario. I will notate the file. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing further from the fence.
Nothing from the state.
There's nothing else from either side, sir. I followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Garcia, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
At this time, no, Your Honor. I believe I have one more plea with you this morning. So
All
I'll
right.
wait for.
Good luck to you, Mr. Garcia. Just look for the little joint button. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on, taking care of this matter.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ruben Cruz. Everybody ready on that case? Ruben Cruz.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. At this time, the court will call the case of Ruben Enrique Cruz, cause number 690424. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Mario Moreno for the defendant.
Good morning, Mr. Cruz. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Are you?
I'm doing very well also. Thank you for asking. Are you the same Ruben Cruz who's in charge with the DWI?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Cruz, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Cruz, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, State, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Judge. We will waive count 1 and proceed on count 2, obstruction of highway.
Any objections?
No objections.
Entered.
The agreement is for a $500 fine, court costs, 12 months deferred, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, ignition airlock for half the term, and 48 hours of community service.
Is everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Cruz, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I can sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to this charge?
Guilty.
Guilty, very well. The court accepts your plea of guilty, find it's been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward on count 2, obstruction of a highway, $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, DWI education class, a VIP class, TAP evaluation, ignition and unlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, and I'll set the supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state.
Not from the defense, Judge.
Okay. There's nothing else from either side. Sir, I followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Cruz, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. You are a resident of Bear County, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Cruz. Okay. Everyone's excused, right? Thanks, Mario, for coming on, taking care of you.
Thank you, Judge.
We're going to move on to Michael, hope I'm pronouncing it, Ruano? Okay. Counselor Michael, where did your lawyer go? Okay, he'll be back. So we can get back on the real quickly with Ramos Rodriguez. Sarah, you still there?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, I think what did you guys decide to do?
We would ask for the PAM device, and we will be submitting an affidavit of non-driving.
Okay, let me get back to that. Okay. Almost right. All right. So we're back on the record with Paola Ramos Rodriguez, cause number 677898. And I was asking everyone, was this their understanding of the plea bargain agreement? And I think the defendant stated that she would rather have a PAM device have term and an affidavit of non-driving is to come. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, we'll change that to a PAM device. All right. All right. Well, Ms. Ramos, I see that you have taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication also. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation, where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I can sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this charge?
Guilty.
Guilty? Very well. The court accepts your plea of guilty, find it's been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with count 2, obstruction of a passageway, a $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, the DWI education class, the VIP class, which I understand has already been done, a TAP evaluation, and the PAM device have term with an affidavit of non-driving to come, 48 hours of community service, which I also understand has already been done, 40 hours, I'm going to set the supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing further from the state.
Nothing from defense.
Okay, there's nothing further from either side. Ma'am, I have followed your plea bargain. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Ms. Ramos, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. So we're going to go over a few things of probation with you. Are you a resident of Bear County?
I'm sorry?
You live
Yes.
here in Bear County? Very well. All right. I'm going to put you in a breakout room, Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Good luck to you, Ms. Ramos. Just look for the little join button. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on and taking care of this matter. Okay. Now we are moved
Thank you,
on
Judge.
to, thank you, Michael Ruano. You just stepped outside when I called it.
Judge, that case is not ready. I haven't talked to the defense attorney about it at all.
He says that you guys have not talked about this at all. Kendra? Kendra, are you ready on this case? The jail case? Is anybody ready on this case? Michael Ruano.
She's looking it up real quick, Judge.
Okay. 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 Okay.
You know, I always do what you ask.
Kendra's looking it up.
Judge, we don't have an offer in our system that was conveyed.
So Michael, have you spoken to any of them? Kendra, you did speak to? Can you, what did you say, Kendra?
Judge, we talked about it yesterday briefly. There was no offer yesterday. We were going to get an offer together. I thought he would be signing into Zoom and give us like time to convey that offer and then discuss that with his client prior to coming on and just doing the plea. So that's my
Have you done any paperwork?
I apologize.
Been done on my side, Your Honor. Just
Okay.
so what's going on. Mr. Ron was taking the wrong courtroom this morning.
Yes.
In the 187, so we couldn't get on this morning.
Okay.
We have him here now. If we can do it this afternoon, Your Honor, we appreciate it.
We don't have a doctor this after that. I actually have to go to the clinic because I don't know what's wrong with me. But do you want to, Booker, can you let Michael get on the Zoom? So Michael, you could talk to Kendra and Caleb to see what they're saying about this. So he's gonna get on the Zoom, Kendra and Caleb, so you guys can talk to him about the case, okay? Y'all can figure out what the plea is gonna be. Julian Gonzalez, the last one, Julian Gonzalez. Everybody ready? Andrew, that's your case, right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
And the answer to Kendra, just text me. Yes, Kendra, yes, we're good.
We're set? Okay.
Yes.
I guess nobody listens to my chat and my housekeeping rules in the morning at all. Every rule was violated today on the Zoom some kind of way.
Well, Judge,
yeah.
hi.
How you
I
doing?
apologize.
No problem.
I'm not sure what it is that I violated, but I apologize anyway.
No, it was the whole 3 hours. You know, my little housekeeping rules, they do's and don'ts. Anyway, it's nothing serious. You know, only just you're kind of be going to jail. So, all right.
What?
Nothing serious at all. Just trying to keep everyone's clients out of jail and out of violations. So,
Oh,
the attorneys,
yes,
the
we're not
defense
going to
attorneys used to listen to my housekeeping rules. What am I to say about that? All right. So the court is going to call the case of Julian Gonzalez, cause number 695718. Would each side state their name, who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Andrew Fraley for Julian Gonzalez.
Good morning, Mr. Gonzalez. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for your patience for waiting on the Zoom so long. Are you
Of
the
course.
same Julian Gonzalez? You've been here a long time. You're the same Julian Gonzalez charged with interfering with the emergency telephone call?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea today? Counselor? He's probably in another Zoom. I see him there. Andrew? Oh, is the screen froze, Booker? Is the screen froze?
My screen is frozen here. I can hear you. He is has a factual, rational, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, to your question, yes.
Okay. Mr. Gonzalez, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Gonzalez, are you
Yes, Your Honor.
are you entered into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. State, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. The plea bargain is for a $400 fine, court costs, 10 months deferred, 40 community service hours, the APSE course, the TAP evaluation, and no harmful or injurious contact with Elizabeth Gonzalez. It's Elizabeth Elizabeth Gonzalez Gonzales. Additionally, I will be reaching out to the felony prosecutors to reject grand jury number 768658 out of the 175th.
76865
658
out of the what case?
out of the 175th.
175th. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargaining agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. Mr. Gonzalez, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case can ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes.
How do you plead to this charge?
I plead no contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Fine has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward on $400 fine, court costs, 10 months of deferred adjudication, the APSE class, the APSA class, I think. Was that it, Caleb? The AP?
It's APSE.
APSE class.
Yes, sir.
Top evaluation, 40 hours of community service, no harmful or injurious contact with Elizabeth Gonzalez. Initially, also the case 768658 out of the 175th is to be rejected. Is there anything else on the other side?
Nothing from the state.
That supervisory fee at $40. All right. There's nothing else. There's nothing else from other side. Sir, I followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Gonzalez, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's a probation officer, Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
No, Julian can give me a call if he has any questions. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Yeah, very well. Good luck to you, Mr. Gonzalez. Just look for the little join button. Everyone's excused. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. So is Kendra talking to Michael?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Well, no, he's not on. She's in a breakout room waiting for him.
Oh, Booker, is he back there with you?
He's having her email the offer. Judge.
He would be so much. Okay, wait. All right. Do we have any, Booker? I see a few. Nell, Susanna, Lee.
Judge Ryan has his client here, the one that you talked about yesterday with the warrant.
Oh, which one was that?
The one that he came to your office and talked to you about his client.
I just don't, I mean, I don't have a file or a defender or anything. So somebody bring me something. What is his name?
Check him out. What's his name?
Edward Mendoza.
Edward Mendoza. It's yeah, go ahead and go ahead.
Okay.
Bring the file out, you guys. You know I have like 3,000 cases I don't remember. I do remember them come talk, but I don't remember the details. But just bring the file out, guys. You guys, I'm going to the clinic after this today's docket. I think this has been a week of coughing. Okay, you got the file?
Oh, no, is it not out here? I thought
Is the file out here, Booker? Okay. And this is Edward Mendoza. So, okay. So 213 was Monday, Mr. Mendoza. Tell me what happened. Why weren't you at court? Okay. Mr. Mendoza, like, okay, so were you in court the previous time? You know, like when you get on the Zoom and then your client will go in and confer and then they come back out and then Booker will say what the court date is and then we'll say be back on this court date, right? Do you write that down? Well, tell me why not?
I usually get like an email or something.
Sir,
I'm sorry.
Sir, I mean, no, you don't have to be sorry to me. Look, when everything, look, I'm not perfect. Your attorney's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Things can fall through the cracks. When all is said and done, who's going to jail? You've got to be proactive about your case. Like, even though you may have a court-appointed attorney or a hired attorney, when everything goes south, who's going to jail? You are. I tell each person, be proactive about your own case. Sir, if you came into $1 million and you hired a financial advisor, would you never check your bank account to see if someone's stealing money from you? You would occasionally look in, how much money have I made? How much money has he made for me? Like, you can't just get a case. I'm done with it. I don't ever check in. Like, just like your money is at stake, your liberty is at stake, your freedom. Like, you should check, like, you've got to be proactive about your own case, right? Nobody's perfect. I say this to people like, look, you know, like your kids go to school and you want to check in with the teacher, have conferences with them, you're entrusted, you're going to check in with that. I don't know what is this thing about the court. I guess it's big and mysterious. People just give their case over. And I don't know who my attorney is. I don't know what my cause number is. I don't know what my court date is, but your very liberty is at stake. I'm saying this to you, be proactive in your own case. I'm going to recall the warrant. I'm going to reinstate the bond, but you should be proactive in it's your, look, if you don't know anything else, you know you're in County Court 7. This generation has the greatest computer in the palm of their hands. You can Google, who is Judge Huff? What court is that? What is going on? What's my judge? Are the DAs there? Like, you're going to be interested in your liberty is at stake. You got to be proactive in that, right? Because you were like, if Ryan wasn't so good on it, you would just have a warrant. You would be going to jail for this weekend. This is a 3-day weekend. The court is closed on Monday, right? Think about that. I'm telling you to be proactive in your own case. You can always call county court. So if you're not sure, write your things down, put it on your calendar, circle it in red. This is the day you have to show up. Because if you're not, like, your court date, that's not a suggestion. That's an order. Be here at court or you're going to get a warrant, right? I got to move my docket. Sir, I have like 1,000 people on this that I'm dealing with in County Court 12. So I'm moving this docket. If you're not showing up, warrant, we'll get them in one way or the other. You know, I'm telling you this for your benefit, for you, right? Be proactive in your own case, even though you do have an attorney, right? You can always count, if you don't know anything, you don't know who your attorney is, you can always just call the court. I have 2 clerks. Every court here does. There's no excuse for anyone not to know their court date or who their attorney is or what's going on. What am I saying? Be proactive in your own case. It's your life, right? Your liberty is at stake, right? That's what I'm saying. Even though you have an attorney, you have a responsibility to be proactive in your own case, okay? I'm just giving you the heads up. Take the advice or not, all right? Okay, I'm going to recall the warrant. I'm going to reinstate the bond. Who is this? Catherine?
Kathleen, sorry.
Is she here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, hold on. Let's see.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's put, let me go there. Okay. Okay, here we go. So Booker's gonna give you another court date, and what are you gonna do with that court date? You're gonna write it down. I know you have these alerts. Look, I have young adults. I have a college kid. They put everything on your phone. Alerts, days. You got a calendar on your phone. There is no excuse, right? None. Okay, here you go. You go, Ryan. Take them back. They're gonna recall the warrant. Okay, come on up. Kathleen Zaragoza. Come on. What day, Booker? I apologize, you guys. Double cough I have. So, Miss Zaragoza, what happened on January 25th?
I was never notified. I talked to my bailiffs on people every day, and they said they never saw a court date because I still don't see a court date on the portal site. I check weekly. It got postponed originally in November because of the elections. And never got updated. I talked to pretrial services January 25th, and I said, "Hey, I still don't see a court date listed." Still didn't have anything.
Okay.
This past week when I checked, last week. I talked to my bailiffs on people. I'm like, hey, I don't see anything else now. My name's not even showing up in the portal. She's like, that's usually because you have a warrant. Let me call you back. She called me back. She said, your appointment was January 26th, which is odd because I just left the pretrial service the day before and she never saw anything listed. My lawyer was also never notified.
Ultimately, it's our fault.
Yes. You called everybody except for the court.
I did call the court. After that, I found out from the bailiff's.
No, I mean, like all those other times, like, look, the bail bondsman, look, you can. The best source, I'm telling you, the best source is just call the court. You can talk to Booker. Booker knows your attorney. Your attorney knows Booker, okay? Because you just heard me give that other guy that admonishment, that lecture about when everything falls apart, who's going to jail? Be like you were trying to be proactive, but you can call county court 12. Every court in this whole building has 2 clerks. They answer questions all day long. Like the bail bondsmen, they're okay, but they're not the court. They don't have, just call us. Call Judge Huff, call county court 12. Number 335-2750. Just call the court. You get the answer. The clerks will click, 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 look at it. They're going to tell you the up-to-date minute by minute stuff. Call the court next time, okay? I mean, I say, like, I make mistakes. Booker can make a mistake. Your attorney can make a mistake. We all can make mistakes, right? But you heard me telling the other guy before, being proactive. The court is just the best. I don't know if this connection with the bondsman. People say, well, I call the bondsman. Like, was the bondsman the court? Because they don't know. They don't know what's really going on in our court, okay? And it's open information. Courts are open. You can ask any question about your own case. No one else can call up here and ask information about your case, but you are always welcome to call up here and ask any information about your own case, okay? Be court, county court 12, all right? Good, very good. We're clear? I'm gonna recall the warrant. I'm gonna reinstate the bond, just like I did the guy before, but I'm giving these little lectures because I just want people to understand this. Just call the best source, the court, okay? Of all those people you name, the court, okay? All right. I know, I don't know. I'm in denial. I've been coughing for a week now. Like, my daughter's like, Mom, please go to the doctor. I'm like, okay. After court, then I'm gonna walk over to the clinic. Like, you probably got walking pneumonia or something. I don't know, maybe I do. I'm like, I'm fine. The court call for clerk. And I'm back there coughing the clerk. You okay, Judge? Oh, I'm fine. In denial.
What I typically do, I don't release
Yeah. Okay. There we go. There we go, Counselor. Okay, and both, like, say, does she have them? Okay, both cases.
That's my card. It has my office number on it. When you call me, please leave. If I'm not at my desk, please leave a case number or a SIN number. Because some people call me, like, my name is. I'm not gonna call you back. Like, how many people do I have one system with the same name? Just leave me your case number, SIN number, and I'll just call you back.
There we go. All right. Okay. Yeah. 3-day weekend. Court is closed on Monday, guys. You follow it back. What are we, Kayla, what are we gonna do with the Ruano case? Michael Ruano? What are we gonna do with that case, guys? He's still here, he's still here from the jail. We have a jail and he's in the jury box, guys.
I emailed Mr. Michael Goins an offer. He said he was gonna get back on to do the plea. I don't know, or come back. If
y'all haven't even given him a plea offer, so he doesn't have the paperwork, right?
Yeah, I mean,
that's a yes or no question. There's no way.
the plea paperwork from the court,
From the DA's office, because y'all didn't.
the discovered acknowledgement.
Yeah.
I was sending it really quick. But he could always sign it after the plea.
Okay.
As well.
Okay.
I would think.
Okay. Booker, who's that? Okay. Okay. All right. That's this way. He's supposed to get the. All right. So I see Brian on. I see Nell on. I see. So what did the look Booker? So who's that? Is that Nell's client?
Yes, I need to get them a reset. I don't know why Brian's on.
Brian, where are you on, Brian?
I just want to follow up and talk to the state if possible about Miss Layla Zapata.
Layla Zapata. Oh yeah.
She's mental health court judge about changing the no contact and no harmful injuries.
And who's that? One more. Is that Nia? Whose client is that?
That's mine, Your Honor. I would like to reset her. I'm waiting for an offer from the state.
Okay, and I see Michaela Perry. Who's Michaela? Michaela, who's your attorney?
Mr. Acevedo, Joseph Acevedo.
Okay.
He was on earlier and he reset your case. He didn't reset it. I reset the case to March 28th.
Okay, March 28th. Yeah, because I got kicked off. So I called them and I was like, I was kicked off. And so they were like, oh, we called. They don't know why you were kicked off. So they told me to get back on.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's March 28th.
Okay. Thank you.
Write down, circle it, put it on your calendar.
I always do. Thanks, Judge. Have a good weekend, guys.
And ma'am, that would March 28th. That's gonna be in person, kind of for 12.
In person?
Yes, ma'am, at 9 a.m.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now you have
Yeah, could you please reset Nea Aguirre? I'm waiting for an offer for her.
Okay. You have a case number?
Yes, it's 682-872.
Oh, there she is. All right, that's gonna be March 30th in person.
You're welcome. They just need to reset through these.
Okay.
He's gonna get into it. Absolutely.
Thank you. And could you also could I talk to Nea, but before I do, could you reset Susanna Lee?
Guess what's going on with her case?
She just needs to, she's already sent me the certificates for DWI education and the victim impact panel, but she has to finish her community service.
Is your client vaccinated?
Yes, she is. And, but that only takes care of half of her community service.
Understand. All right, I'm gonna reset that one to March 23rd.
Okay, thank you.
No, did you need to talk to any of them or you're good?
Yeah, Susanna, you can log off, but could I please speak with Nea?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, is it gonna be via Zoom or in person?
That's gonna be in person.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh.
Oops.
Booker, do we still have some people in the breakout room?
Just
Brian?
now talking to our client and what are we gonna do about the inmate one?
Well, he's not here. It's like almost gonna be 12:30. Look, I say this every single day. There are two sets of paperwork. You have to go in to confer. If you're not going to confer with someone and figure out what the plea bargain is, I don't know what else to say. We can't move forward to plea if you haven't conferred and talked the plea out with the ADA.
I'll send it over to jail court.
I saw you, I'm going to go to that clinic.
It's
He like, I don't know how you filled all this paperwork out without talking to the state about anything. You got everything filled out over here. I don't think he's got the paperwork from the state side. Okay. And what did you guys talk to Brian O'Donnell? Caleb?
I don't know that Caleb did. I know I did not. Is he in a breakout room?
No,
I think Brian locked up to did Brian because he was waiting on to talk to one of you guys about one of the cases in the mental health court. You ready, Booker?
Yes, sir.
Caleb talked to Brian.
Okay, Caleb was talking to Brian.
Okay, so what we think needs to happen next, I've reached out
Right there.
with no success to people in my office.
Okay.
And so Monica is going to have to approach Judge Mesa on it and just ask her to amend bond conditions.
Okay.
I think that's the next step logically.
Is Monica appointed or is Monica hired?
She's appointed.
Okay.
on that
And